Ben Affleck is back in the news, but not because of his reported marital problems. This time, the paparazzi are claiming that Ben had an angry outburst. In a video of the situation, Ben told the photogs that flashing bright camera lights into his car is dangerous and could cause a wreck. This is what Blanca Cobb, who has a master's degree in psychology, and I are talking about this morning. Blanca, let's get right to it. What is the problem on focusing on someone's reaction to something that another person is responsible for?
It takes the focus off of the person who actually created the problem. It ignores the cause and effect. It minimizes any potential danger. It normalizes inappropriate behavior, and it creates this cycle of blame. Let me give you an example that kind of just ties this in together. Let's say there's a jogger jogging on a path, and there is a dog owner and a dog who's unleashed. The unleashed dog runs towards the jogger, startles the jogger, but then the owner of the dog gets upset saying, "Hey, you scared my dog. He would have run towards you if you didn't flap your hands or you didn't scream out." This wouldn't have happened if the owner had leashed the dog properly. So it's taking the focus off of who actually caused it. That's the big issue.
So what's the drive to blame someone on how they respond to a situation?
Well, there are a lot of different reasons why someone will focus on somebody else's reaction instead of really looking at themselves and seeing how they contribute to the problem. And one is like this subconscious attempt to protect their self-esteem because they don't want to feel bad for a mistake that they made. Or this is a way for them to keep control of the situation in something that they messed up. Or there could be this mental discomfort because of who they see themselves and actions that they caused. They have to kind of make themselves feel better, and then what they do is they project the blame on the other person. And then another reason that could possibly account for this is that some people really don't have a lot of self-awareness and they don't see their own mistakes. It's not an excuse, but for some people that does happen.
That projection, that is a big one. So how can we start taking responsibility for your actions and not focus on someone else's reactions to our own mistakes?
Well, this is where you have to do some cognitive self-talk, and you have to ask yourself some questions. So the first question is, what did I do? How did my behavior play a role in how this other person responded? So going back to this jogger example, what did I as a dog owner do that would have caused the jogger to respond that way? Then the second question is, how might my behavior make them feel? Well, going back to the jogger example, well, maybe because I didn't have my dog leashed, she might have thought that my dog was an aggressive dog, but my dog is really friendly. And then don't make any excuses. That's the third thing. So you can't say, but if they had done this. No, she was jogging on a designated path and I didn't have my dog leash. It scared her. Then you just have to own it and apologize. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. Normally my dog doesn't run off when I keep him on leash, but this time he did, right? You just have to own the mistake. And then the fifth thing is you think to yourself, okay, what could I do differently this time? Might be a different jogger, but my dog and I like walking this area. We're going to see some other people. What could I do differently so this doesn't happen again? So again, it goes to self-talk.
Yeah, I know from experience, people will respect you a lot more when you can own your own mistakes. All right, thank you so much, Blanca, for joining us today. You can continue this conversation with Blanca on her Facebook page, Blanca Cobb, Body Language Expert. We'll be right back.